Guys, it's Boontar checking in, and I actually have some non-holiday giveaway extravaganza information for you. I have a couple of pointers and a couple of tips. I know that Aristocov had a project a while back where he was offering maybe some of the presenters could offer some suggestions to new pipe presenters, and I got a couple of tips, and these are for both new and old pipe presenters. This is something maybe you might not have considered, or well, just a couple tips anyway. The first one is about lighting. I'm right now in the sleeper of my truck. You can see kind of behind me the sleeper of my truck, and you can see my face pretty well. That's because there is a light up here shining down on my face. If you consider 3 points: your light source, your camera, and your subject, okay? Your light source should always be behind your camera, and your camera should be between your light source and your subject. So right now, I have a light source that's up there shining on my face, and my camera is pointing at my face, and you can see my face. This is especially important when your subject happens to be something like a pipe. And I want to show off this pipe, so my light source is shining on the pipe, and you can pretty well see the grain there, okay? You can see a lot of the detail, and I'm in a relatively dimly lit sleeper cab, but you can see that pretty well, okay? Now back behind me is another light, and I'm going to turn that light on and turn the light above me off, okay? Now, of course, you can see the difference. You can't see my face. The light source is behind me. If I'm showing you the pipe, you don't see the detail. Even if I get up close to the light, okay, that actually worsens the problem because you're getting more of a silhouette effect, okay? All you're seeing is the pipe is like a shadow, okay? So if you wanted to use this light back here, sometimes this involves a little bit of creativity in how you position yourself, but the light source is now behind the camera, and the camera is between the light source and the subject, which in this case is the pipe. And now you can see the detail on the pipe. So this is very important. Whether you're using, let me get back to my good light source. There we go. Hi, you can see me again. Whether you're using artificial light, like I have here, okay, or let's go ahead and step outside the truck. It's a nice, bright, and sunshiny day. All right. I'm going to go out here to where you can see the sunlight. All right. Now, I still have my pipe with me, and now in front of me, it's a bit of an overcast day, but in front of me is the sun up here, and between me and the sun is my camera, and you can see my face pretty good. And if I hold the pipe up, you can see the pipe pretty well, okay? However, if I turn around and now the sun's behind me, well, you kind of see more of an outline of me. You see a silhouette, and if I hold up my pipe, again, you see the silhouette. So remember, you want to have your light source, then your camera, then your subject. You want your camera always between your light source and your subject. So that's just one helpful tip, and I'll come back with another one in a second. Okay, I am back in the truck, and I'm here with a second helpful tip for when you're making your videos, especially those videos where you are going to be showing off a pipe. Again, I have my pipe. Here I'm going to show you my pipe, okay? Looks very nice, doesn't it? Well, the problem is, see this black box over here? See this black box over here? Probably more than 2/3 of the screen is taken up by a black box. YouTube screen is set up in a 16:9 ratio. It's like a theater screen, and it is long way. These videos that you see like this, that are tall and slender and only take up a very center strip of the YouTube screen, these are videos that are being shot with a cell phone camera. The cell phone camera, most of these smartphones, they have an automatic detection as to which way you are holding your camera. Right now, I am holding the cell phone upright. Now, I can't very well show you the phone because that's what I'm recording on, but You know, if looking at my wallet, if this is my phone, I'm holding it upright like this and shooting myself. Oh, look. But when you do that, okay, what you have is basically what you see. I can see the rectangle here, and it ends up being, the ratio is tilted so that when it is then converted into a YouTube screen, all you see is this little square, which, or this little rectangle, which is, I mean, it's fine if you're trying to hide stuff behind you or whatever, you just want us to see your face. But especially when you're trying to show things off that are kind of, you know, shaped in a long way, you want to switch the phone around so that you have an aspect ratio that matches the YouTube format, like this. Now you can see my face, and you can see a little bit of what's behind me, and this is taking up the whole screen of the YouTube screen. And when I do things like show you my pipe, oh, look, you can see the whole thing. And I bring it into, look at that, and get a nice close-up on it. Look at how much of the screen that takes up. And especially when you're talking about YouTube, and the screen is a little tiny size part of your computer screen or screen on your phone. I know that you can do an enlarge to be able to see it full screen, but even when you do that, because the pixelation and the resolution is so low, it ends up, you know, the picture gets all pixelated and whatever, so you're seeing a clearer picture on the smaller screen. So when you're using that smaller screen, let's try and fill this whole screen instead of just that little strip in the middle and the two black boxes on either side. It's I don't know about you guys, but I do most of my YouTubing on my phone. I record my videos, I watch videos, everything is done on my phone. So it's already really small for me. And when you guys that do that little strip thing in the middle because you hold your phone sideways like this, alright, that's it's hard for me to see you. And especially if you're showing stuff off, like a pipe, it's very difficult for those of us that are using the phone to see. So that's just another helpful hint. Where you have your light source, and then also tilt your phone the other way. It's much easier for us to see you. So that's it for me. Hopefully, if Aristocobb is still making that playlist, if he can use this in his list, I hope it's information that helps you guys. So y'all have a good one.